When you guys are.
Congressman, can you give me very quickly what you think the key differences are between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton when it comes to foreign policy?
Oh my goodness. Well, we've seen what Hillary Clinton's foreign policy strategy looks like. Look at what's happened with the reset with the Russians. That hasn't worked out very well. Take a look at what's happened in Syria. She was in the administration as Secretary of State when some of the red lines were drawn that were never enforced. Look at what happened in Libya and the ousting of Muammar Gaddafi without a strategy to replace, and of course, no status of forces agreement in Iraq before we pulled out our troops. So there is a legacy of failures under Hillary Clinton's time as Secretary of State and under the current administration. You've heard what Donald Trump has said. We're going to not only defeat ISIS, we're going to destroy ISIS, and we're going to stop them from exporting their terror across the globe and threatening Americans both here and abroad. And I believe in my conversations with Donald Trump as a 26-and-a-half-year veteran myself. I believe he understands that our military commanders know how to carry out this mission, and I think he'll listen to them. I don't think Hillary Clinton will.
Trump's supposed to give a speech tonight. I mean, there's indications he's kind of softening his position on some of his previous immigration positions. What do you think of that?
Well, you know, when you think about Donald Trump, you got to realize, of course, that he's not a politician. And that's what Americans love about Donald Trump. That's why they are so excited about his candidacy, because he's getting past the political elitism that exists in Washington. Those political elites like Hillary Clinton that think they're above the law don't think that they have to live by the same standards that the rest of Americans do. And so when Donald Trump puts out a position, as a businessman, when you're going to negotiate, you start out up here. And then you wind up somewhere in a different position where everybody walks away from the table a winner. That's how business negotiations go. I am certain that Donald Trump is going to start out at times with extreme positions, that he comes back after talking to people like Mike Pence and people like Rudy Giuliani and others that he's surrounding himself with, that he'll come to a position that's right for our country moving forward.
Is that one of the reasons he's also meeting with the president of Mexico today?
Well, I think it's great that he's meeting with the president of Mexico. I mean, you don't see Hillary Clinton going down to meet with the president of Mexico. The president of Mexico, if anybody's got an axe to grind with Donald Trump, it would be the president of Mexico, talking about building the wall and having the Mexicans pay for it. But here's what Donald Trump understands. Mexico is suffering from some of the same kinds of problems that America suffers from. High unemployment, drugs and addiction epidemics. They've got their own immigration problems. You know, a lot of the people that try to come up to across our borders are people that come up through their southern borders. And so they have some mutual things to talk about. It'll be interesting to see how that conversation goes.